Before we begin this video, I recommend that you visit google.com and search for dinardata.com. This website is a great resource for the latest updates on Dinar Guru news, all conveniently located on one page. For more information, I encourage you to visit the site.
I am told we will suddenly see a lot of movement on the removal of sanctions. I expect to see that in the next day or two. Deputy. 11 countries want to invest in the path of development. The number will reach 50 soon. Tuesday afternoon update. I do believe that it has begun. The countdown has concluded. Iraq is fourth in the Arab world by possessing the lion's share of gold reserves. I always love to hear that. Right now Iraq is holding 132.6 tons of gold. You notice that these nations are still buying up large quantities of gold, which is a good sign. Now if you want to know the full story, there's a huge consensus out there among most of the Dinar content creators that the rate is going to change this coming week between now and this weekend. None of that is true, of course. There's a huge tremendous misunderstanding throughout the Dinar community right now of what's really happening within the Dinar investment. My gut is screaming, within the week. It will start tingling tomorrow. Emo. And I hope by this weekend we will have it. One of the mandates, rules, orders, laws of the WTO is not for you to have an international currency value but for you to have a currency with no restrictions. That's why you'll, Iraq, be part of the WTO because you won't have any restrictions. Every day you get closer and closer and closer. The inchworm, it's getting there, isn't it? All these pieces are snapping together perfect. Forex, you're gonna see all zeros. I called a friend of mine in the banks and she explained the reason for Sunday. All Forex are in zeros is because the banks were working after hours. 10 or 8 hours of work updated all the currencies of the world. She's a banker auditor with a lot of friends in banks, so she called them on the currency side and asked them why. They told her they'll edit all the currencies of the world and this is the first time it happened. They don't know why. A lot of things going on these days. A lot of good news. A lot of things happening in 1 week. A lot of things gonna happen. Did they say they were sovereign? According to the Prime Minister at the UN, yes, they did say they were sovereign. What you can deduce from the bigger picture. Iraq is going international. You can't deny it. They're getting ready to do something and we can see that. We're in a really good spot. For those worried about paying taxes on the exchange, this is from the US State Department. Bilateral investment agreements and taxation treaties. Iraq does not have a bilateral investment treaty, BIT, or a bilateral taxation treaty with the United States. It states, there are no taxes or subsidies on purchases or sales of foreign exchange. Yes, it did. The bank was not open until now to the public. Due to the United States Treasury giving them a new license, they now can run as an international bank inside of the United States of America that will have to follow all international banking laws inside of America. This is not the only bank that has an opening around the world. As of this hour we're in right now, worldwide 138 of these banks have opened so far.